This is ESBR Boxing. Delighted as always to be joined by Queensbury's Dev Sahni. Dev, thank you for your time as always. Busy week for you this week. Lots going on. First question is how are you? Tired?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, it's been pretty mad. So what was it? Monday was the 5v5 and BF Bivol. It was Monday, wasn't it? Yeah. And then Tuesday was a day of media with them. Wednesday, a bit of respite, although prep for today's press conference for Noakes against Mendy. Tomorrow we've got the weigh-in, and then Saturday the show. I'm the MC for the show as well. So, crazy week, but I love it.
Yeah, very non-stop. You gave us some of your time on Monday. You spoke to my colleague. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you speaking to us again today. I feel like the show's gone like a little bit under the radar just because there's so much going on in boxing at the moment. Obviously, Haney Garcia Saturday night as well. 5x5 stuff going on, but this is a really good fight. European title fights. What are you expecting to see from Sam Noakes on Saturday?
Look, it will be a big statement if he stops Yvonne Mendy. Yvonne Mendy has never been stopped, but he's never been in there with Sam Noakes. And Sam Noakes he's an absolute animal in there. 13 fights, 13 wins, 13 knockouts. He is a mauler from Maidstone. He just once he gets on you, you can't get him off. And but we know Mendy is very durable at the very least, but he's much better than just a durable guy. He's boxed at a high level, former European champion. You know, we had him on against Denis Baranchyk on the Fury Chisora undercard. He just came up short that night. Baranchyk's an unbeaten. He's about to fight for a world title. But we know Mendy is good. And we know Mendy on these shores from having beaten Luke Campbell, taking his unbeaten record out of nowhere. Wasn't supposed to do that. So he's made a habit of taking unbeaten records. Let's hope he can't do it on Saturday night. If Sam Noakes is standing there at the end of the night with the British title, European title, Commonwealth title, it won't be long until he's knocking on the door for a world title.
No, it should be a really good main event. It's just another chap I wanted to touch on who is fighting on Saturday night, Alois the Animal Jr. 6 wins under his belt now, 6 stoppages, still only 21 years old. Today was his first press conference. They looked like he was enjoying himself. Thoughts on kind of him today and what can you expect from him on Saturday?
I actually think he's one of the most exciting fighters we've got in the country right now, and he's just been crying out for the opportunity to show it, and he gets a chance. He's got a great slot, from what I understand, on Saturday night on TNT Sports. His last fight was on the prelims on YouTube. I got to commentate on it. It didn't last very long at all. I think it was over within the minute, and he knocked the guy out. Just unbelievable puncher he is. And don't just take my word for it, take the word of not just his opponents, but Ben Davison, who's training him. Ben Davison talks about how heavy his hands are on the pads. And I'm looking forward to seeing him getting his shot. The fella he's fighting, his nickname's Pokemon, and I know what's going to happen when Alois Jr. catches him.
Okay, well, we're really looking forward to that. Just going back to Monday's, Dev, we put a tweet out yesterday asking, is Artur Beterbiev the most intimidating man in boxing? You responded to us. Yeah, you're just saying yes with several thumbs up emojis. Just wonder if I could get a bit of insight. What's it like kind of being close to him? What's it like when he kind of looks you in the eye? What's it like kind of having to do some sort of event with him?
It's interesting. Like I've had experiences with him off camera where he's perfectly cool. I remember actually he was at the Fury Chisora show because him and Anthony Yard did their face-off in the ring. And I was going around with him backstage, and we was chatting away. But then when it gets to a kind of interview, press conference type scenario, he becomes pretty short, and he's quite cold. But I quite like it. I know people saying, "Oh, he didn't give you any answers or anything," but I think he gave me enough. And there was a moment in there where he talked about ask him about Bivol, about why the fight hasn't happened, implying that maybe Bivol didn't want it. And saying things like, yeah, you know, for sure you know, and Bivol not really saying a lot back. These are cool, cold moments from him. So he's quite a character. He's not really, all he wants to really do is punch people's heads in, and he's made a good living out of it so far.
No, brilliant. Well, it was a very entertaining event on Monday, and all looking forward to June the 1st. I do have just one question on June the 1st, Dev. Not sure if you're going to be able to help us with an answer or not. It is the same night as the Champions League final. There's been talk in terms of are the fights going to be stopped? Are the games on so people can watch that on TV? Whether the fight's just going to carry on? Have you heard anything? Can you give us anything on that?
I've heard all the players are going to stop playing and just watch the boxing. That's what I've heard anyway. So no, I don't actually know. I don't know, mate. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, fine, we'll see what happens on June the 1st. Final question from me, Dev. I know it's a tough one, but June the 1st, if you take away the main event, you've still got a fantastic card. Is there one fight that you're really looking forward to? Obviously, you will actually be there ringside, very close to the action. Is there one fight that really does stick out to you as one that no one can afford to miss?
Do you know, it's that first bell of Deontay Wilder being in one corner, perhaps the heaviest hands in heavyweight history, and Zhilei Zhang being in the other corner, very, very heavy hands. They might be, well, they're certainly two of the 3-4 biggest punchers. They might be 1 and 2 in terms of biggest punchers in world boxing right now. Anthony Joshua will have a lot to say about that as well, but there's no doubt whatsoever that Zhang can bang. And Wilder, if the bronze bomber turns up, we're in for a hell of a night. So that is the one that just peaks for me. I can't wait for that first bell.
Dev Sahni, as always, thank you very much for your time.
No worries. All right.
Thanks,
See you later.
Cheers, mate.